Oh my goodness. Welcome to another episode of Higher Signals. And today, I swear, every episode I'm like a fangirl because I am getting to meet and interview the people that I want to talk to. Okay. So these are my interests, the things that I love, and I'm hoping that my audience loves them too. I think you guys do. Actually, I know you guys do. So today I have Michael on my show, and I came across Michael on TikTok. He is such an interesting, fascinating guy. He breaks down movies, but that's not it. He's super spiritual in how he breaks them down. We will not be getting into any conspiracy theories, but we will be talking about some interesting, juicy topics. And at the end, he's going to give a general reading to me and my audience. So, Higher Signals is brought to you by $20 website. OMG. So, $20 website reached out to me and they are sponsoring my show. I'm so excited. At first, I was a little skeptical because I was like, are you serious? A website, like everything that I want? Come on, guys, look at me. You know, I like luxury. You've seen my brand. I love colors and, all the fun girl stuff. And so they were like, no, we could totally deliver that to you for $20. And I was like, get out of here. No way. So I sent them everything that I wanted. And they went to their little wizard studio, came back, and it was an amazing, amazing website. So, of course, I worked with the company and I was like, yo, what can you do for my audience? And they were like, we're going to give them $5 off. $5 off of $20. And you're getting a website that looks like it costs $10,000. Are you kidding me? My goodness, this is totally the angels. Manifest with me and the angels. $20 website. Welcome to my. Hi, welcome.
Eve, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate that. What a phenomenal intro. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I don't. None of this is scripted. I go I swear I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
It's great.
That's the way I like it.
It's fantastic. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes.
Yeah, no, please, ask away. I mean, I love this stuff. My brother and I had a podcast for years, and we've kind of, I don't want to say broken apart because broken apart.
Right.
Just we've kind of like moved in different directions, but still that same spiritual corridor.
Yes.
So please ask away. I'd love to, I'd love to have a conversation about this.
My first question is, how did you discover your love of movies?
Oh God. This has been, and my birthday is next week. So I've been
Happy
doing.
birthday!
Thank you. I appreciate it. So movies for me has been a love since I'm 5 years old. Literally, I will never forget it when I was 5 or maybe even 6 years old, where I saw The Goonies. I saw Star Wars and I loved Star Wars, and I saw Jaws and all those movies in between kind of like 1 and 5, and I remember everything. I have a photographic memory. But when it wasn't until I saw The Goonies where I said, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. I want to be in film, talk about film, analyze film, write films, direct films, anything to do with movies, because it was The Goonies where that sense of adventure really opens you up, right? And you realize that like you connect with these characters of these children trying to save their hometown. I wasn't saving my own hometown, but there was other elements that I felt like I needed saving. Yeah. And what happened is I became known as the movie man in school, that everything about me was how life related to movies. Of, did you see this movie? What'd you think about it? And I love talking about the idea of a story, of a film. And I'll spare you all the details, but fast forward, when I got to and I always loved creative writing, but it wasn't until I got to about high school where I started writing screenplays, and I started writing movies, and I'm going, wow, there's something here. I'm enjoying this. And it was all throughout high school and all throughout college where I started really writing all these individual screenplays.
Yeah.
And I pitched a few here and there, and things were working out, this and that. And then life gets in the way, and you got to get a job, and you can't just, keep manifesting what you think is the right way, but you got to start paying your mortgage. So I, got married, settled down, had some kids, and all of a sudden these screenplays started coming back into my life. And I said, instead of me, what happened was I wrote this little book. I actually have it right here out of all places.
Show it.
Yeah, I wrote this little book. I was a big self-help guy. I loved the law of attraction. I wrote this little book called Just Ask the Universe.
Wow.
And it sold 1 million copies over the past 15 years. I still
Awesome.
don't have the yacht yet, but I'm
Yes.
working on it. I'm working on it. But it's a no-nonsense guide to manifesting your dreams.
I love that cover.
Thank you so much. I
God.
designed it myself. I'm a sunflowers guy.
It's beautiful. It draws you in. Like, I want to be wherever that is.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So what happened was I said, God, if I could sell all these copies of this book, let me take all my old screenplays and turn them into novels. So then I started turning my screenplays into books, and I went under the names Michael Samuels for my self-help, Michael Philip Cash for my paranormal romance novels. That's for my lover side. Yeah. I have a whole line of paranormal romance novels. And then I finally got published under my name, Michael Okon. And what happened is that, the audio, everything was going great. I'm pitching this stuff. Movies are in the works, the scripts, the books, all that. And I didn't have an audience. And my brother is so forward thinking when it comes to social media. And I was not much of a social media guy. And my brother's like, he started reading tarot, and he goes by the name of E the Medium. I don't know if you've heard of E the Medium. Yeah, he's on TikTok. He's one of the #1 tarot readers on TikTok.
Okay.
And he's like, get on social media, start doing this, start doing that. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Right? Like, I did the law of attraction thing. What am I going to talk about? He's like, how would you pitch a movie to your manager? And what happened is I was in LA a few years ago, and my manager's like, pitch me your book, Monsterland. Pitch me your script, Monsterland. We're in an elevator. Pitch me your script. So I go, Monsterland, it's a 4-book series, and it's about a theme park with werewolves, vampires, and zombies. And this teen has to save his date, and my manager's going, nope. No. And I'm going, what do you mean no? He's like, pitch me the movie. I said, well, it's about a theme park with real werewolves, vampires, and zombies. And he's going, nope. What's the movie about? And this guy's a legend. This guy's been in the industry for, forever. He's packaged every movie you've ever seen, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He packaged Shrek. He packaged Hook, whatever. So he's telling me, what's the movie about? And I'm going, the movie is about grief. And he goes, keep going. I said, it's about this young boy who lost his father in this pandemic. And this is before the COVID epidemic. He goes, this is about grief and about healing your inner child. And he goes, that's how you pitch a movie. He goes, that's how it has to be done. No one cares that it's about werewolves, vampires, and zombies. That's the fun part. He says, what is your movie about? So my brother goes, get on TikTok and start telling people what movies are about. And I go, okay. So I went on and I said, Jaws is about the subconscious monster. Yeah. And it's not about a shark eating people. That's the surface. What's it really about? It's about facing your fears. It's about learning to deal with the depths of what's below the surface. And I posted it. It was September 2025. I posted it and it took off. And it was like, people like, this is how we want to talk about movies. So then I started going through all the movies I've ever loved, and I started finding that spiritual connection in film. And it will take you a little bit back before, but I started studying the Kabbalah about 4 or 5 years ago. And I had a Christ consciousness experience in my life, and we can get into that more. But I'm always open to spirituality, but it wasn't until I had this Kabbalistic experience, and I didn't know anything about the Kabbalah.
Right.
But it's a bit of a story, but that's how so what happened was TikTok, I started repurposing these movie deep dives to my Instagram and to my, to my Threads account and to all this stuff. Yeah. And all of a sudden it just took off like fucking wildfire. I can curse here, right? I can curse?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm a New Yorker.
Hey, so I lived in New York for a little bit, Long Island, so I know.
I'm a Long Islander. That's where I'm at. Yeah. But I'm actually moving right now. Hence the empty shelves. But I'm no longer going to be a New Yorker. We're heading south. But that's a whole other story. Oh. Yeah. So anyway, I started studying Kabbalah, and once you study Kabbalah, the world, you're like, oh, this is all bullshit. This is this is not you're once you open this with with Kabbalistic studies, you're like, oh, this is all fake. And the masters of film, George Lucas, Stanley Kubrick, Steven Spielberg, they know the secrets of journeys, of these Kabbalistic undertones. And once you open your eye to that, it just takes off. So what happened was all these celebrities started following me on Instagram. I have Pharrell following me. I have
wow.
Yeah, he follows 50. He follows 50 people and I'm one of them. So like it really, Zoe Saldana likes my posts. Like these people that I've always looked up to as influences for me.
Yeah.
They started really revving my engines going like, these are the conversations we need to have about how important film is on a spiritual level. And it's not about religion. It's not, religion's great. If you want to believe in who you want to believe, good for you, buoy for you. This is all, to me, this is about transcending, dinosaurs in a theme park. Right. You know, it's transcending, Stanley Kubrick's works. This is transcending what life is and it really took off. And these, and all my screenplays are now getting noticed. There's producers attached. There's a steamrolling, this kind of kind of like you push the snowball down the hill, and a lot of my stuff. So I finally have the audience now, which I never had before, and it's been so rewarding.
Amazing.
Thank you.
As you were telling your story, the angel said to me, God is so amazing in how he orchestrates our life, because you started out, knowing what your purpose was, knowing what your calling was, and then he kind of remixed it in a way that you never even thought of. But now everything that you wanted in the beginning is starting to come to you now, by you just shining the light on what you love and being you.
That's how magic works, and magic with a K. Okay.
Yes.
That's how magic works.
Yes.
Magic finds the path of least resistance.
Right.
And love spirituality. I was a law of attraction guy for 20 years. I wrote the book on law of attraction.
Yes.
And it wasn't until I opened the Kabbalistic studies where, I married film and spirituality into this social media thing. Yeah. And everyone's like, you're going to get haters. And I really don't. It's people are going like, people go like, you're wrong. And I always, some people you go, well, you're wrong. You don't. And I always tell them, I never said I was right. Art is interpretive. Film is interpretive. I could say that Eyes Wide Shut is a deep dive into the Kabbalistic tree of life. And someone could turn around and say, well, no, it's really a dream state. And we could both be right. I would never say, well, I'm right and you're wrong. Right. So the idea is that art is interpretive in any way that you feel comfortable interpreting it. Some people say it's a religious movie, and I don't disagree.
And that's what makes it so spiritual, because we all come to the table, we all go to the movies, and we all get what we need from that movie at that time. And me, I'm a student of film. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I did go to a film program. And when I was younger, I used to tell people I was going to be the first Black female Steven Spielberg.
Love.
That hasn't happened yet, but it's still out there in the universe.
Okay, sure.
And I've written, scripts and all of that, but I'm completely a spiritual person. So the funny thing is that we think that we have to give quote unquote worldly things up in order to be spiritual. And my angels, they keep telling me, no, honey, that's what you're in the world for. You're in the world to experience it, have fun, and bring light to other people. And so when I came across your channel, and I think you were talking about Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, yeah.
When I first saw you. And it blew me away, because I like to do deep dives into film, but the perspective that you had, I was like, I had freaking chills. I was like,
oh my God. Thank you.
I never even thought about the mask on the wall, or how dark the scene was, or the silent power of the exchange between, Tom Cruise and the guy that was really running things,
100%.
And how it's okay, well, was, his wife at the party? There's so many different angles that you could take, because when I was younger and I saw that movie, I laughed. I laughed at the end, because I was immature, and, they said, well, the only thing left to do is to go fuck. And I was like, oh my God, oh wow, okay.
Right.
But now that I'm older and I've had more experiences, and I think it was you that pointed it out, when the men come and his daughter gets, walked off.
Seems that way. Yeah. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it, but it's like you're watching it, you're going, oh, maybe. I mean, they gave up a password. They gave up a body. They gave up, they're giving things up throughout the film. They're giving up their subconscious. They're revealing things. What makes you think that they're not giving up their daughter to sacrifice whatever that was? It's a really, I mean, every frame in Eyes Wide is a painting, and it means something. It's a really brilliant film, and thank you for the kudos. I love opening these conversations up about it. What's your favorite scene in Eyes Wide? What's your favorite scene?
Oh my goodness. My favorite scene in Eyes Wide is when I have several. So like when he first gets to the gate. When he first gets to the gate, and to me watching that scene, I put myself in his shoes. Like, even though I'm a woman, I put myself in his shoes, and I can tell that he has like this sense of excitement. He really wants to go into that world. He wants to dive in. He wants to see what's happening. But at the same time, he's kind of hesitant because I think he knows that his life is never going to be the same once he crosses that gate.
100%. It's crossing the threshold. It's crossing. I don't know if you study the Kabbalah or study, the tree of life and everything.
Yeah.
It's crossing the threshold into Da'ath, right? Da'ath is the kind of the shadow world of what you think is the surface world. So when you cross over into the other side of things and start facing your shadow, you start realizing the subconscious fears that are rising from the depths. Such a genius film.
No, it is. And the way that Tom chose to portray it or act it, I mean, he's brilliant to me. I know like a lot of people, they they have a lot to say.
Let me tell you something.
They're like,
Let me tell you.
Don't. When people say that about other people, because people have said that about me. So I tend to have a little grace for people, like when they're like, oh my God, he's crazy because of Scientology or this or that. I'm like, I don't really see crazy. I see a brilliant freaking genius and a disciplined person, and funny thing, I'm going to share this on here. So there's a scene in the movie where there's a very nice ass that is shown. It's just like a bare ass, and it's kind of like a backdrop to one of the parties. Well, I actually met the person that owns that ass a couple of years ago on a dating site, and he had no idea that Eyes Wide Shut was like my favorite movie. But like, that was like his calling card. And he was like, yeah, I'm the butt in, I'm the butt. So every single time that I go back and I review the film, I'm like, oh my God, I never saw it in person.
Which scene was that? Which scene was the butt?
It's a party. And it's like where Tom is like fully dressed, but like there's people around that aren't.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it is in there. I don't know like the name of this.
Listen,
scene, but
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna take that. I'll up you on not competing or anything, but the girl the lady Mandy who passes away in the film, she follows me on Instagram, and
cool.
And she said everything that I'm saying is pretty fucking accurate about the film, which is Stanley wasn't doing things arbitrarily; that everything was planned. And it really, it's watching it with that Kabbalistic point of view. It really opens you up to, different interpretations. It's very, very cool. It's an amazing film.
And not to get off of Eyes Wide Shut, but like my angels, they just mentioned Star Wars. I look at that when I watch those films now. I'm like, oh my God, this is total Angel Wars,
100%.
And like the place that the Ewoks come from, Endor. That's in the Bible. Okay, like the Witch of Endor, that's a real place.
I know.
Like when you said that like the masters of Hollywood, like they know these secrets, like they totally do. And the way that they weave stories together, and like Jim Henson, like when I was a child, Jim Henson, his movies, they completely opened me up. And that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, I feel like I was meant to be who I am today because somehow, some way, we all orchestrated that like these type of movies were going to come out at this time.
Sure.
These children were going to be growing up. They were going to be like the last great generation. They were going to be given space enough to have like imagination and to really delve into those worlds. And I tell people all the time, I learned how to control my dreams from Freddy Krueger.
That's incredible. I have
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, of course. I mean, I was a huge Freddy fan. I was a huge Freddy fan. I have precognitive dreams. I've been having precognitive dreams since nursery school. I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've had a million dream journals. And I have that psychic sense, if you will. My third eye's been open a long time, but it's
before
really,
you knew what it was called, right?
Yeah, before I had any idea. And then when I had that one experience, it changed my universe. It changed everything for me. Have you ever done the meditation with the 72 names of God?
like,
Are
they
you
told me to
serious? Are you
ask
being
this.
serious right now? Are you being
I
fucking
am.
serious?
I am.
have it. I have the 72 names of God chart on this computer. I have it on
Okay.
my phone. Are you fucking serious right now? Because like that's
Listen, I'm a seer.
you're unbelievable.
I'm a
72
seer.
names
And
of
they
God
literally,
is
my angels, they said, ask him about that.
fucking life changing.
It is.
Fucking life changing.
It is.
I love Rabbi Abe on YouTube, and he
Yes.
he talked about the 72 names.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just scanning those letters, scanning those lines up and
Yes.
down, and you're like, oh, my life is changing by the minute. Holy
does.
shit! I can't believe you just said that.
Well, I want to share my experience the first time I did it. And I'm
Please.
wondering if you had a similar experience, because that's
Please.
probably why they're bringing it up. So when I did it, I kind of did it like as a joke. I had a friend that was into the Kabbalah, totally translates 100 different languages, blah, 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 all this other stuff. So he was like, hey, here's a meditation. I triple dog dare you to do it. So I was like, okay, whatever. Had nothing better to do on a Friday night. Put it on. And I swear to you, I did not go to sleep for 3 days.
I believe it.
And I was able to hear people praying all over the world.
Wow.
I didn't take any drugs. I wasn't drinking. I just put that meditation on.
You're amazing.
I think I had like dragon blood incense going at the time.
Oh my God.
And
I feel like you're my fucking sister from another mister.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Wow.
We are connected. We really are. We are probably in the star system somewhere.
1000%.
Yeah. So I want to know, like, was that your experience
So
when you did it?
72 Angels came to me a little later on my Kabbalistic journey. I just started doing not the 72 Angels, the 72 Names of God. The 72 Names of God.
But no, it is angel names.
I'm aware. Very aware. 72 Angels, very aware of. Also aware of other 72 name things that I am very, very well versed in.
Yeah.
I just love studying it, and I love reading about it, and love learning the history of what life was like before.
Yes.
Well, this is religion. This is what you have to believe in right now. And it's like, well, what was life before like that, right? But the 72 Names of God, I started doing that more recently in the last 6 months. Okay. And what happened is massive fucking change in my life. Like for the better, stuff that I never thought would be even in the cards of my life in the universe. Like once you start opening up to that 72 names, and you're going, and then, you know, within days, your life is shifting in ways that like, you're like, there's no coincidence. There's absolutely zero coincidence. The success stories, you don't find many of them, because I don't think a lot of people know about this manual, this self-help manual that God gave you the keys. This God, and I don't believe in a guy sitting on a throne in heaven. I don't believe in that. I know for a fact it's not some dude. I feel like God, like we're a part of God, that we are God, and we're able to manifest what we want here the way God manifested us.
Yeah, we're co-creators.
That's exactly right. So the idea is that like once I started doing the 72 names, my life just fucking changed. Yes. Everything about it just, you know, I'm moving. My social media is blowing up. These screenplays that I've worked so hard on are finally getting noticed. My book sales are exploding. Like everything, my health has improved tremendously. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to talk about health, but like everything is changing in a way that like everything I want times 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's power in those names.
100%.
Real power.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
earth shifting, heaven shifting,
100%.
Underworld shifting power.
It's been so rewarding and so exciting.
Yes.
And I'm really enjoying the process. Really enjoying the journey in the process.
Yeah, that's like so cool. And then like I know my friend that was like really deep into that. He would send me like screenshots of the name for the day. So like certain days it would be like the God of abundance, or, you know, like it would be that name that's tied with that.
Yes.
And I was into it, but I wasn't like serious, like taking him seriously, because I was just like,
right.
You know, because like he takes like snake venom and stuff like that. And I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? So
no.
I was just like, if that's going to lead me to that, I really don't want to get too serious with it. But the experience that I did have, I felt like once it started playing in the apartment that I was in, I felt like somebody was just like unlocking parts of my brain.
Yes.
You know, And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I actually documented it on one of my YouTube channels where I was like, I've been up for 3 days. I listened to this meditation and I finally just stopped hearing people around the world praying.
I love it. I
Yeah.
fucking love it. It's so like people realize that like they think they do law of attraction and they think that like, you know, they're manifesting. We're all master manifestors, right? Like speak it into existence and it's going to come back. But like it's not until like to me, manifestation is kindergarten level.
Yes.
Right. It's like it's kind of like the first step in like the journey of like becoming a master, like a master, like an ascended master almost. So like becoming this, like what you say, you're a seer.
Yes.
It's a story. And the idea is that like my mom, we own a business. We own I mean, it's not really here nor there, but we own a business. And like, I lost my father in 2018 and my mom missed him. And we've been going to mediums our whole lives. And my mom's like, I still want to talk to him. So she went and she became certified with Thomas John, who's the seatbelt psychic. He's like a really well-known psychic. And like my mom became like a full-fledged psychic medium and she was batting 1,000. We're going out for dinner and she's talking to the waitress like, who's Susan? And the woman's like, that's my dead mother. Like my mom didn't know these people from Adam. And what happened was she started teaching this class and I took my mom's class. Her name is Lady Phyllis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother and I and our wives, we bought her this square foot of land in Scotland for her to become a lady. So she became Lady Phyllis and she became this legit psychic medium. And I took her class and, you know, I just like sitting in on it and like, you know, kind of reading people and everything and kind of opening your third eye. And man, when you start getting people, you're getting like 5 for 5 with people. And all of a sudden, like, you're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right. I can do this. I can look at people and say like, oh, your mom's here, you know, or look at someone and say like, you're moving, you know, like something's happening with you in your career because like like, that's what mediumship is. It's just knowing.
Yeah.
It's just knowing. And that's the beauty of film is that you can marry it together. And my mom bought me this tarot card deck, this movie tarot card. She bought me a movie tarot card deck. And I started, I'm talking about movies on TikTok and, you know, movies on Instagram and all this stuff. And then like, you know, I see what the amount of money my brother was making. I'm like, well, I got to pay my mortgage too. So I started reading people on TikTok and I'm batting 1,000.
Yeah, no.
Movies are life. And it's been so rewarding to like talk to people about their journeys as film. Right?
Yes.
How did you get into the angels? I don't hear that from many people today.
Well, they have been in pursuit of me my whole life.
Right.
My very first time seeing an angel was when I was a little girl and I went into a bookstore with my dad. And this particular angel is one of my guardian angels. He stopped time and everybody in the store froze except for me. And he had a conversation with me because as a little girl, I was very curious and I had no idea at the time that I was channeling my grandmother, but I would pick up cigarettes from the ground and I would pretend that I was like smoking them.
Right.
And so my angel was like, you need to tell your father. So we got into an argument in this bookstore about you need to tell your father. And I was like, no, I'm going to get in trouble. And he was like, no, you're not. You just need to confess and everything is going to be okay. And then like he restarted time. And then I'm like, yo, dad, like, did you just see that guy? You know, like he was really beautiful. He was tall. He was handsome. His eyes were this, blah, blah, blah. And my dad was like, nope, didn't see anybody. What are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, great. I have to confess. So then I confessed to my father and I didn't get in trouble. And the interesting thing is I didn't see that angel again until after my father crossed over. That's the story behind this ring, but we'll get into that
who was the angel?
I have his name and his name is in a book that will be coming out. But I don't really tell my angel names because there is power in their names. And in my journey, a lot of people send me the evil eye. I don't know why, but they just do. And so my angels have been telling me like, don't share a lot like share
Okay.
what needs to be shared.
Sure.
But, people can do stuff. And it's crazy because my heart and my mind is not like that.
Sure.
But there are other people that are like that. As in, like the Siths versus the Jedis. I tell people all the time, I'm a Jedi, but I can't. If you fuck with me, you'll think I'm a Sith.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, no, I was something similar happened with me. Something
Yes.
similar happened with me, and it was
Yeah.
not anything that I expected in the sense where I was always about the law of attraction. And it's a little bit of a story. It's a little bit of a story that I had this Christ consciousness and not Jesus Christ in that same sense. But what happened was I lost my father in 2018. He smoked his whole life, wasn't giving it up. He went out the way he wanted to go out. And as his kind of lungs were failing, if you will, we would always sit in his office and I would say, Dad, when you go there, I don't remember what it looks like, but when you get there, tell me the secrets of the universe.
Okay.
Tell me the secrets. I want to know what it's about. Tell me what it's all about. Is it Christ? Is it Buddha? Is it law of attraction? Is there nothing? Tell me what it's about. And what happened was he passed February 2nd, 2018. And
oh my gosh, no, wait. No, because my dad, wow, February for my dad too. But keep going. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Wow.
There's going to be a lot of synchronicities here. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities.
Yeah.
So what happened was my father passed away, and we were getting signals immediately. Like I was going to go to the funeral home, and I saw a license plate in front of me with my initials on it and the number 100. And right before he passed, I put $100 bill in his hand, and I said, when you get there, show me 100. And he showed me the license plate with my initials and the number 100 24 hours after he passed away. So I knew that he was communicating with us. So what happened was that we were going to go to this right after he passed. All these things started happening. All these things started happening where the business started exploding. I got this manager, this mega manager, all these things just started blossoming for my family. And, it felt like magic. Like everything that we worked for as a family, all the business and all that, everything just started falling into place. So I started, he never told me the secrets. I'm like, whatever, things are working out, things are great, blah, blah, blah. So I made an appointment. So the pandemic happened. March 2020, the pandemic came full, raging. And everything that my family and I worked for kind of fell apart. All our business fell apart. It was terrible. The world went to shit. Now, about 6 months before the pandemic, my wife and I went to this medium. His name is George Anderson. Okay. And George Anderson is the most scientifically tested medium on planet Earth. He's insane. There's life before a reading with George, and there's life after a reading. The guy is unbelievable. So about 6 months before the pandemic, my dad came through George Anderson. And he says, you better buckle the fuck up, because in 2020, there's going to be a global health scare. That's how accurate George is. And I'm like, health scare? What are you talking? The world's going to be on fire next year. This was in November of 2019, and it's going to affect every single person on this planet. I said, sure, whatever, no problem. Fast forward to March of 2020, and the world shut down, as we all know. So everything we worked for kind of went to shit. So I was meditating. It was June 2020. It was June, I would say 19th, 2020, June 14th, 2020. And I was meditating in my backyard. And I don't meditate. I was never a big meditation guy, but I was trying to manifesting abundance and luck and health and protection of the world and blah, 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 blah. And it was a perfect summer's, right when the sun was setting in New York. Again, I've never done drugs in my life, and I don't really drink. It's just not my thing. Now, once in a while, I'll have some scotch, but that particular night, I wasn't drinking. And what happened was I was meditating. I was listening to Bob Proctor's abundance meditation on YouTube. My back was straight. I was sitting up on my chaise lounge, and I was sitting up and my eyes were closed, and I was wide awake, but my eyes were closed, and I was meditating, and something landed right next to me. Wow. Something landed right next to me, like Iron Man falling from the fucking sky. Now, I looked to my left, and there was a guy in my backyard. Now, I live on a lot of acreage. I have a very big property. And I literally thought my neighbor, who's a college buddy of mine, we ended up living next door to each other. I thought he hopped his fence and ran over to me and jumped down right next to me. That's how real this person was next to me.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this guy, and I'm looking down. He's got these big feet, and I'm looking up, and he's got this tunic. He's wearing a fucking like archaic leather tunic, and I'm looking up at him, and he's fucking ripped. Like he was deadlifting 450 in the Universal Gym, and I'm looking up at him, and he's looking down at me. He's got these big brown eyes. He had this brown hair that ended in curls.
Yeah.
And he had these massive gray angel wings. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking down at me, and he smiles, and he fucking vanished right in front of my eyes. And I run into my house because there's no, and this happened in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now, I want to tell you, Eve, I've never believed in angels.
Yeah.
To me, angels was Christianity. I didn't know anything. Angels, it's something the Christians believe in. I'm a law of attraction guy. I'm a law of attraction guy. Angels, I don't know what the fuck. An angel's a thing that it lives in hell. I don't know what the fucking angel is. I ran into my house. Yeah. And I said to my wife, I said, I literally just saw an angel in the backyard. It was as real as you are. Right. And it landed right next to me. And my wife's like, that's cool. Like, that's awesome. Like, I didn't know what to fucking think. I called my mom and brother, and I'm like, an angel just landed in my backyard. Yeah. They were like, what's an angel? I don't know what an angel is. What angels, demons, what the fuck? Yeah. So the next day, I put it out of my mind. Like, cool, I had this, I saw spirit in the flesh. It was cool. I looked up at him. He looked down at me. It was real. He smiled, and he fucking vanished. Right. So the next day, this is all true. This is not my side of the story. This is all true. What happened was the next day, I had a reading with George Anderson, but it was on the phone because we were all in quarantine. Yeah. So I had the reading with George Anderson, and he gets on the call, and he's like, your dad's here, he's like, how do you like the pandemic? It's only going to get worse. The world's going to be on fire, blah, blah, blah. Like it was a pretty intense reading. Yeah. And he goes, your dad wants to give you the secrets of the universe. And I literally asked my dad for the secrets of the universe months before he crossed over. I said, you have to tell me what it was. And I'm ready. This is what I waited for. My pen was out. I was recording the session. Everything was fucking ready for this one moment in my life. And he goes, your dad is telling you that the Kabbalah is real. And the Kabbalah governs the universe. And I'm going, the Kabbalah? That's that thing that Madonna was fucking practicing. What the fuck is the Kabbalah? And I'm like, okay. Yeah, sure, the Kabbalah. And he goes, but there's an archangel that's in your backyard, and his name is Raziel, and he wants to work.
Wait a second. Yo, that's why you asked me the name.
Because it's Raziel.
I never say the name.
Because it's Raziel.
One of them, yes. Yeah.
So my dad is coming through this fucking medium, and he's saying there's an angel in your backyard who wants to work with you.
Oh yes, and he is.
He's it. His fucking name means the secret knower of the universe, the secret knowledge of all universe. And when I asked my dad reveal the secrets of the universe, he sent Raziel to help me out. So what happened was, now again, mind you, I don't do drugs. So like, this is not like, well, I was tripping and I saw an angel.
Right.
So he goes, the Kabbalah is real. Archangel Raziel is ready to work with you. Angels will do whatever the fuck you want. They will work with you in any capacity, and so will, don't get scared, demons, which is really daimons, which is your higher self, because the church made demons into something devilish and hornsy and terrible because religion and government doesn't want you empowering yourself. They don't want you finding your true path. They want you worshiping something outside. So you're always going to be chasing the next and chasing the next and chasing the next until you start working inward for yourself. And what happened was And there's a picture of Raziel, and I mean, I'm sure you know who he is. But
yes, I'm very familiar. So to the point of I got jealous because I've worked with him for years.
Real quick, Eve,
Yes.
I mean, when I've never heard of the word Raziel before that moment where George is like, your dad wants you to work with Raziel because he's in your backyard. And you should be doing what King Solomon is doing. And you should be looking at old grimoires. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this? This was the guy that landed next to me in my backyard.
Oh, funny. He doesn't look like that when he presents himself to me, but they present themselves to everybody differently.
100%.
So it's not, there is no right or wrong way. You know what I mean?
Of course not. Of course.
Because I've gotten into debates with people that are like, well, what did you see? Like when you talk to Archangel Michael, and I'm like, well, okay.
No,
and then
I've come across.
Like, no, he has a blue shield, and I'm like,
no. But like when I've worked with many entities, I worked with many entities in the Kabbalistic practices, and everyone has their own version because they're all archetypes of who you are. Yeah. So Raziel to me was a physical thing that I saw in the flesh, and so George was telling me, you have to look into the 72 angels. You have to look at what King Solomon did. You have to look into Jewish mysticism. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this was it? This was, what about Christianity? What about Buddhism? What about, and they're like, it all starts with shining light on the darkness. And once you shine the light on the darkness, your entire world is going to open up. And once you started learning, and right now, every book is packed. I have every ancient grimoire I could have gotten my hands on. And
so you have the book of Raziel?
My God. So many iterations. I have the book of Raziel. I have the Key of Solomon. Okay. I'm a huge John Dee fan.
Yeah.
The ancient grimoire. So once I started studying this, you can never look at life in the same way again. And, you do angel magic and you work with your daimon, right? You work with your daimon, your higher self. You contact your holy guardian angel. And once you start doing that, it's like, man, you're a superhero.
Yeah.
Life is so fucking good that you can learn to overcome these physical boundaries that we're in, this dense, ugly material. When you connect to your higher self, you go, oh my God, I can transcend all this stuff. And I chose the movie route for people to look at those mirrors as to see themselves.
Yeah.
And the spiritual archetypes that George Lucas knew about, that Stanley Kubrick knew about, that Spielberg knows about, these spiritual archetypes, it's really resonating with people. And to me, that is the most rewarding thing, is to open up film as a spiritual art form.
Yeah.
And this is not about religion for me. And when people come in and go, Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior, I'm like, bro, he was a Kabbalist. He was a fucking Kabbalist.
He was a lot of things.
He was a lot of things. But if you want to believe in what you want to believe, good for you, man. Don't tell me to believe in what I want to believe, because I'm not trying to preach.
Well, Raziel will take you to the many truths. I tell people all the time, I'm like, when you read certain ancient manuscripts, you have to pay attention to the S on the end, like heaven, there's more than one, people,
Oh, I know. And it's levels. My dad said there's levels. There's multiple levels up and down. And, there's no hell like we're told. There's no.
It hasn't been created yet.
No, we're in it. Eve.
Yeah, well, no, we're in a fallen state, but hell has not been created yet. I tell people that all the time.
I agree 100%. You're awesome to talk to, by the way. Really love talking with you.
Thank you. Like, the funny thing is like a lot of people, not going to say I have to dumb it down, but I'm never fully allowed to like really just open up the expansion of my consciousness and what I know, because like, number one, either people get really scared. Number two,
fuck them.
They think that I'm fucking crazy.
Fuck them.
Number three, they're like, oh my God, that girl is into some weirdo shit. And it's funny because people start blaming me like for like bad shit that happens in their life. And I'm like, I don't know about your ass. Like, what are you talking about?
No. People create.
Like, if they know that they're doing me wrong,
people need a scapegoat.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, I have protectors. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to light a candle or say anything. They're going to get you, and your own conscience is going to get you.
People need a scapegoat, and people don't
Yeah.
want to take responsibility for their own behaviors in life.
No, they don't.
And they're projecting their demons, if you will,
Yes.
their demons, quote unquote, onto other people. And all they're doing is they're not facing their shadow. And I've studied Jung, and I've studied shadow work, and I did shadow work. And there's so many different forms of it. Anthony Robbins is shadow work.
Yeah.
Shadow work journal, facing your fears and knowing that you created all that. So like the idea that people are going to project it on you, it's like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
You're dealing with your own shit. I'm not going to take on your own demons. You're going to have to fight them yourself. I have my own stuff I have to work with.
Yeah.
You know?
So I have a question to get back to the movies. We can go back, like I can go anywhere, but I wanted to ask you because I heard this rumor about The Exorcist. I heard that the scene in the beginning when the little girl comes down the stairs and she pees on the stairs, something happened to her in her room because the priest, or no, not the priest, the director that was invited to the party, he disappears for some time. And it's alluded that the transferring of the demon or the daemon to the little girl, because she became like super sexual when she was possessed, was that she was molested by that director. And that's how come when she comes down the stairs and she pronounces to him, like, you're going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
Right.
It's because he raped her. And I watched that movie as a small child, not like too small, but small. And then hearing it portrayed that way, like it really shook my perception because I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That's why she's like doing what she's doing with the crucifix. That's how come, like when men come into the room, she's like, fuck me, and just like overly lustful because like the demon that was in that movie was like a lust demon. And so I wanted to know like your take on that movie, that scene, what your thoughts are.
Well, a few things. I love that you just brought that up. The Exorcist is my number one horror movie. It's The Exorcist is my number one horror movie. I watch it almost every year for Halloween.
Me too.
Pazuzu is not as diabolical as they made it out to be. Pazuzu was a Hollywood, the Exorcist is a fake story, right? Let's say what it is. This whole thing about exorcism and all the bullshit, it's all baloney. Pazuzu is the wind demon. It was an ancient Sumerian god. And he worshipped, he was part of fertility. As above, so below, the whole stance and everything. So this whole thing that Hollywood turned him into a demon is just more of just that same element of control. That they want you afraid so you don't connect to your Pazuzu to say, hey, how can I make myself better? So so really brilliant questions. And there's like a 3 or 4 prong attack here. No pun intended with attack. So yes, I do believe that the director abused Reagan in the film. And I do believe that her father, she had issues beforehand, that the mother was an actress and she had issues with the father leading up to this quote unquote possession. So I believe really what the film is telling us, the film is telling us is that bad thing that the director did do to her, and I don't like even saying the word, but what the director did do to her, I believe unleashed the demon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Unleashed. And what it is it's the shadow work. That there has been buried trauma in Reagan's mind, that she wasn't this cute, delicious, wonderful girl. And then all of a sudden she's, with the crucifix, hurting herself and everything. So I believe there's 2 folds to this, is that yes, something was brought out that brought out the demon.
Yes.
They used Pazuzu as this wind demon, that the wind came in and was allowed to possess her because she was vulnerable because of the issues she had with her father and because of this trauma that happened with this film director. So I do believe that the director did do what he did. Yes. I believe there was underlying trauma beneath and it allowed the demon to surface inside of her and possess her and to create this hell that she was in. Is there a physical entity named Pazuzu that's going to attack you in the middle of the night? No, that's Hollywood. that doesn't exist. But
Right.
underneath your subconscious, is there something underlying? Maybe the father did some abuse in certain ways when she was younger, and she was suppressing that abuse and then it finally came out when the final abuse happened. So I believe that the demon was allowed to surface because of what transpired. So yes, I do believe I'm 100% in agreement with you that the director did something, but I don't think it implanted it inside of her. I think that the demon was always there and it was ready to surface.
Brought it forth.
It was ready to say like, okay, now things are going to come to light.
Yeah.
And I think that there was stuff going on way before what happened.
Yeah.
But
because she was like a latchkey kind of kid.
Correct. But
always wanting the attention of her mom. Her mom was like busy with work and, whatever. Don't go in the attic.
And how can the mother allow this director to do what he did? Was she really watching out for her daughter? Was she watching out for her daughter with the father? Or maybe there were other people that happened.
Right.
So the idea is that The Exorcist is very true when it comes to shadow work.
Yeah.
When you have unresolved trauma in your life, and that's what films are, right?
Yes.
When you have unresolved trauma, if you don't face your demon, then that demon is going to come to surface in anger, in hate, in buried trauma. I did a great deep dive on Ginger from Casino. And I don't know if you've seen Casino. Yeah. Love Casino. And the idea is that
I'm kind of like a Ginger, but I'm not a drug addict.
Yeah, no, believe me,
but
Ginger.
I do like mob guys.
You have the street smarts. You have the street smart hustler vibe.
Oh yeah.
But you've integrated your shadow. So like that.
Definitely.
So you're not like Ginger, where she kept going back to Lester, who was an abusive man.
Right.
So the idea is that like Lester was abusing Ginger to make her beholden to him.
Yeah.
And Ginger never faced her demons. That's all demons are, is facing the shadow self of you and integrating the shadow to become a better version of you. She never did it. And what happened? She let the drugs take her down. She let the men take her down. That's all shadow work is. It's facing your fears, facing your demons. And that's Kabbalah. That's spirituality, is facing your shadow self to become the best version of who you're supposed to be.
Yeah. So because I love horror films too. So you said The Exorcist is your number one.
Sure is.
What's your top 5?
Top 5 horror?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a loaded question. That's a loaded fucking question. You caught me off guard there. I would definitely go Exorcist. Yeah. I mean, do you even consider Jaws horror? Or you're talking like maybe more slasher? I would probably go Exorcist, Dawn of the Dead, the Snyder one I loved. I would probably go Nightmare on Elm Street 1, Friday the 13th 1, and probably, I mean, I like the Halloween series. I would probably go Halloween 1. I would go 1, 1, and 1, Nightmare 1, Halloween 1, and Friday the 13th 1 to round out the final 3. But it would definitely be Exorcist and Dawn of the Dead as my top 2 horror films of all time. Okay. How about you?
Super cool. How about me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would have to say Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love that one. But to me, that's more romance than horror.
Love Bram Stoker. That's a great Francis Ford Coppola movie, and that's Gary Oldman. He's my number 1 actor.
Yes. Yeah. Love that movie. Yeah. And then I would have to say Nightmare on Elm Street, number 1, 100%. The first one. Howling.
Okay, cool.
1.
Yeah, I
like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And the reason why I like it is because there's a rumor, allegedly, that the wolf transformation in that movie is actually very real.
Cool. I didn't know that. That's a cool. That's pretty cool lore.
I'm just gonna say allegedly.
Gotcha.
So because when I watch it, after I heard that from somebody, I was like, wow, because like I've never seen a transformation like that again in any other film. Right. And it does look really real, but that's getting into a lot of, deep water.
Cool. Sure.
And then, so that's 3. Hellraiser.
Oh,
I love Hellraiser.
Yeah. Pinhead. Big Pinhead fan.
Yes. And so that's 4. And then 5, let me think. The Craft, I guess.
Okay. That's cool. I dig the Craft. The Craft was good. The Craft was good.
It's not really in my top 5, but they were like, just say it. Just
say it. Just say The Craft.
Yeah, just say The Craft.
I got you.
I was like, I have to get a witch movie in there. I have to.
Totally get it. Totally get it. I actually
like that one.
I wrote a book, but I
Uh-huh.
originally wrote a screenplay called Witches Protection Program. And
Oh.
it's Goodfellas, but with witches. And
you can totally cast me in that, like for real.
100%. My manager last Friday, because we have 3 scripts out right now out to market in LA. He's like, I really want to work on witches with you. So we're trying to package Witches Protection Program. So
oh, cool. That sounds so amazing. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see great things. Thank you. Goodfellas. Oh my goodness. Like
with
that's
witches.
a whole nother category. But I watch that movie every single time it comes on.
Same.
And I tease, men that like me. And they're like, well, what kind of guys do you like? And I'm like, I like guys that I can go to and say, I need this much. And most of them, they don't get it, because like they've never seen Goodfellas.
Oh my God.
But the ones that do, I'm like, yeah, you can rock with me.
Oh
because if you know what this much means and you're like,
how much you need? This much.
Here you go, babe.
Oh yeah.
I need the money.
You're awesome, Eve. You're awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, really cool. Love it.
So we have about 5 to 10 minutes left. So funny how fast the time goes. We didn't even get to cover Devil's Advocate, but that's okay.
God.
Might have to have you back
next time. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, definitely. So let's do the reading.
Let's do it. I got a movie tarot deck.
I'm like kind of scared, but then I'm not. I'm like, okay.
No.
No, because I read myself. I'm very particular about who I let read me.
Well, I mean, and this is the movie tarot deck. Tarot deck, and I've been doing it on lives on TikTok lives. And it's been really fucking accurate. It's been really cool.
No, you're really good.
Thank you.
People are like flooding your comments all the time. They're like,
pretty nuts.
Is Billy gonna call me? Am I gonna get the job?
I'm just reading off. I'm just reading off like what my intuition is and how the movie tarot, like, how like life is a movie. And I always tell people to write that in the chat. Life is a motherfucking movie.
It is. And once you figure that out, oh my God.
100%. So do you have any questions?
All the time, I'm like, I'm the main character.
Do you have any general questions? Do you have any like a question? Or you want to do like more of a general thing?
No, just
general reading for Eve. Let's see what we got here. Fucking A, man. My favorite card in the deck. Card in the deck. So justice to me. All right. So I took a course called Richard Knight. Richard Knight is the #1 tarot reader in the world. And I took his course, one of the greatest guys ever, by the way.
Okay.
Highly recommended. He told me this is the best card in the deck. Okay. Yeah. It's his favorite card. This is my favorite card. Justice for you, Eve, is that you are on your one and only true path.
Yeah.
Do not change a fucking thing. Okay? You and everyone watching this right now is on their one and only true path. Don't go to the left. Don't go to the right. Don't say, now I'm going to start doing woodworking. Don't say now, spiritualize the world. You are on your one and only true path. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep walking that path. I'm not even putting that card away.
Oh my God. I love that because
the best card in the deck.
That question.
The best card in the deck. And I feel like that has to do with like a little bit of me too. Like me also. I feel like I'm reading for myself a little bit too.
Okay.
That like you're like your one and only true path.
Right.
So
like how in what was that movie where the guy held up Iron Man, but it wasn't Iron Man. He was like, there's only one way.
There's only 100%. So 3 of wands is creativity. 3 to me is creativity. So I feel like you're doing something very creative. And I know that you're on your podcast right now, but I feel like you're doing something creativity. I feel like spirit wants me to tell you to double the fuck down on it. Like whatever you're doing, like in the spirit, like you're already like, to me, wands is like spirit. Like you're already manifesting over there. You have to wait for it to be done here.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing on a creative level, keep doing it. Again, we got justice and creativity. We have justice and creativity. I don't know you. I actually have no idea who you are. I know you're a fan of my channel. That's about it. And I know you're very spiritual. But if you're doing something creative, don't fucking stop.
Okay.
Don't stop. Okay. And again, this goes out to all of your viewers. I don't know if you have 1 million followers or 1.
I have people in the unseen realm and the seen realm, honey.
Fair enough.
I'm popular in the unseen realm.
All right. But I'm not done with you.
The devil.
This is a great card. This is a great card.
Yeah.
This is a great fucking card. Are you blocking something? Is something like you're not fully propelling yourself, or is it someone that you know is like not propelling themselves? Is there a negative block in your life that you're?
Yeah, always. Remember, I told you about the evil eye. People like they always think that they can stop me.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Eve, drop it. Drop it. I told you earlier in this podcast, when you rewind it and listen to it, bullshit with the evil eye. Someone could go, I want bad for you. I want bad. And you're like, fuck off. Right?
Yeah,
fuck off.
That's
it doesn't
what
work
I woke
like that.
up with today.
No,
because
no.
Yesterday I had like a lot of negative energy and
No
I knew
good.
it wasn't me.
This is what
and
you
then
have
I woke
to do
up today and I was like, fuck off.
This is what you have to do with the negative energy. You see this negative?
Okay.
This is negative. This is not negative energy. This is negative blocks. This is what you have to do.
Okay.
That's what you have to do. You have to fucking be like, I'm done. That's it. There's no negative blocks. You're blocking yourself and it's stopping you from getting to your true path.
Okay.
Okay. This devil card is you going, I want to be the queen of the world. I want to be Spielberg, but something is stopping me. You're stopping yourself and you can't blame anybody but yourself for that.
Right.
Okay. Drop it. No evil eye. Bullshit.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because that's how I'm like, stop that fucking victim shit.
You got a choice coming in. It's exactly right. And I'm not saying you're a victim. You're very powerful in what you do. You have a really amazing energy. You're very powerful. There's a choice coming in for you. And I feel like it has to do with the podcast. Like, I feel like it's going to be a great choice or an even better choice. Do you have a lot of people coming onto your show?
Yes.
You do. There's going to be this, like, it's going to propel itself. And there's going to be a choice where someone's going to be like, now we want to syndicate this, or we want you to start doing advertising. There's going to be like a great choice for you coming in. You're on your right path. You're on your right path.
Okay.
You got to keep doing the creative thing. Get over your negative fucking blocks in a nice way.
Yes.
And there's a choice coming in.
True.
So true. There's a choice coming in for you, and it's going to be a great choice. It's going to be fucking A, man. Fucking A, dude. So two more. Phenomenal. I got Indiana Jones and I got 4. Indiana Jones came up first. King. You have king energy. All right. You're going on this grand adventure. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like it has to do with your creativity. That what you're doing is you're doing this, you're going on this exciting journey, but I feel like you're going with someone. Like Indy always met people on his journey. And I feel like you're going to meet someone on this journey that's going to kind of be a little bit of a love interest. Is there someone in your life right now that you're digging?
No.
Okay. There's someone coming in that you're going to be digging.
Wow.
It's going to be enjoying Eve.
I hope so.
It's not hope. It's not hope. It's happening.
Okay.
Like pretty fucking soon too. And then 4 is that stable energy. So whoever's coming into your life, that Indiana Jones that you're going on this grand adventure with, the 4 is a stable energy that is monetarily and in relationships, in the physical. This is the 4 of Pentacles. And to me, 4 means stability. 4 legs to a chair, 4 legs to a table. There's a stable energy with you and this adventure that you're going on.
The King of Wands, a fire sign, huh?
Phenomenal cards.
God.
Phenomenal cards for you.
Okay.
Phenomenal cards.
No, I believe I totally knew that was a great read. And it's funny because the other day a friend of mine asked if she could pull cards for me and she pulled a freaking love reading. Yeah. And I was like, girl, I'm not looking for love.
No,
I feel like
I feel like it's already there. I feel like someone's already there for you. I feel like someone's
I have a stalker. He's not going to tell. He's like watching in the distance, but not telling me. Like,
there's someone there. I don't know who it is. I feel like it's someone that's going to come in and you're going to be like, no at first. And then like that, you're going to drop those negative blockages. And all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, this is good. Yeah.
That's funny because that's really accurate.
Yeah.
Because,
someone's coming in.
I've been through the ringer with love.
Sorry?
I've been through the ringer with love. So
but I feel like those negative blocks is like, it's stopping you from finding like, and I don't believe in like the Prince Charming bullshit. Right. But I feel like there's going to be someone's going to come in who's going to let you be you for the first time.
Oh my God, that's what I need.
For the first time in your life, that someone's going to go, you like spirituality? Well, I like sports, but I like that you like spirituality.
I love that.
Yeah. And I feel like that person's going to be on their own journey. What I always tell people is you can't change anybody. You could try, but you can't change anyone. The only thing you could change is yourself. Yeah. And if a man's going to come into your life and go, you have to change. I don't want you on spirituality. It's like, here's a big middle finger. My wife is very, very supportive over what I do. She enjoys me going on this journey. She's spiritual too. But the idea is that like, you're going to find someone who's going to be like, I like you for you and I like you to do. And I may not believe in everything that you're doing, but it doesn't change my love for you.
I love that.
There's,
And that's what I need. That's what I need. I need a guy that is like,
he's coming in.
Doesn't want to freaking control me.
He's
know what
coming
I mean?
in. He's already there. He's already in the cards.
Okay.
And you're young, right? Like you're in your early 30s?
No, I'm 46. I just turned 46 on May 6th.
You're 46?
I am.
Whatever you're drinking, keep drinking it.
I drink chlorophyll water.
It's fucking working. That's why I put you in your mid 30s. I think you have a very young soul. Keep doing. I'm gonna be 48 in a week from today.
Yeah, so we're May babies. We have so much in common.
Tons.
Like the funny thing is that I let the angels pick who my guests are.
Right.
And when I saw you, they immediately said, ask him. And then like when it didn't come through, I was kind of like, okay.
I get so many emails from people, and I apologize about that. I get so many emails. No, I'm so happy we did this because like I get people going, a lot of product placement, a lot of shit. And it's like, I'm very filtered with what I do. Right. I only tell the initiated what I do. You know, I only tell the people that know what the real story is. I don't reveal the real me, right? Like this is for people who understand what we're all going through here. Right. And you are so initiated. You have such potential in your life. You got a lot of good shit coming up.
Yeah.
Stay the course.
And I feel like we will be friends. I think we're going to be friends. I think Raziel brought us together
100%.
For many reasons, because as you were talking, you know, he said to me, he said, wait till he finds out that Kabbalah, how do I say it, Raziel? It's a system within a system.
Oh, yeah.
So I always tell people, I'm like, once you get out of the matrix, you're in another fucking matrix.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So
in a good way.
No escaping.
In a good way.
Know?
Right now, my goal is to turn my screenplays and books into mega franchise films.
It's coming.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've been to dozens and dozens of mediums, and everyone said that your stuff is going to be seen on a global level in movie theaters around the world. And I know that's my true calling. I know that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
appreciate so cool. It. No, but it's so cool because you're going to change the movie game. You're going to change the way that movies are made, movies are seen, movies are felt. You have like new technology.
It's spiritual technology. It's spiritual. I'm bringing spirituality back to films, and it's really there's something happening right now with the script, and I'm over the moon that I feel like I'm almost there. Like there's so many carrots. Eve had carrot after carrot after carrot in the industry, but I feel like I'm ready. My vessel has opened up for this, and I'm ready to receive what is waiting. And I know, and it's not ego, because this is not about ego. This is not about money. This is not ego. This is not money. This is about helping the world. This is about sending a message to the audience saying, you've been lied to.
Yes.
Open this up. Open this up, and you will find the real you.
Yeah. You're like this great storyteller of the tribe.
Thank
and
you.
I see like they're saying Harry Potter like. It's not going to be Harry Potter, but it's going to be Harry Potter like. You are going to inspire the youth in a way that it hasn't happened in a very long time.
Eve, man, this is fucking nuts, dude. My book series Monsterland is Spirit has compared in mediums. I've been, again, medium after medium. They go, what's the monster book series? I said, the monster, it's a journey. It's the hero's journey in a tarot version of a monster theme park. And they go, this is Harry Potter big. Yeah. This is Harry Potter big. This is not just some like Friday night movie and it's never done. This is something so, and you're seeing that too. It's like,
yes, I am. Yeah. And you didn't even say anything. Like you said, you don't know each other.
Nothing. I don't know who you are. I think you're amazing. I feel like I've known you for fucking eons though.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kindred spirits with this shit.
We are.
That's
I'm like,
so
do you know
amazing.
what star system you come from?
No, but I'd like to. I
would say look into Arcturus, because that's my star system.
Arcturus.
Like that's my star family.
So in the fourth book of Monsterland, I have the Arcturians coming in the book. Yeah.
Nice.
In the fourth book of Monsterland. Yeah.
See how it's working out.
I feel once I get I know my foot's in the door of the industry.
Yes. Yeah.
I know my leg is kind of in right now. There's something happening right now. And I know once my body's in the door, it's like, it's just beginning. I'm so ready for this.
No, you know what I mean? Like, it's not over,
you know
but
what
I mean, like,
yes, of course.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
But you're seeing it psychically.
That door open.
You're feeling it psychically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing it. I'm a seer. So I see. Oh, that's what he told me. I see it. I'm like, yeah, Harry Potter. It's going to be bigger than Harry Potter.
Oh.
Because you know, like how Harry Potter came on the scenes and it just like inspired the youth to read and all of that. And you know how like we started this out, like we started talking about the Goonies and our childhood and how this generation, I feel like they need the biggest thing they've had is Stranger Things.
I don't watch TV. I've never seen it.
No, I know, but I'm saying like that's what like they all lost
I know
their
that this
over.
is that
so
right.
You're going to bring them into like a Jim Henson, Steven Spielberg-y, witchcrafty kind of world, but teaching them about themselves.
I'm waiting for that green light, and I know it's going to come.
Yeah.
And building this audience and meeting wonderful people like you on this journey has been the most rewarding thing. It was the only thing I was missing was an audience, was a social media audience. Other than that, like the books are written, the screenplays are written. I got the gift. I got the gift of gab. I needed the audience to build, and I have an army of film and spiritual enthusiasts who want to see this stuff on the big screen.
Yeah, it's cool because it's almost like a film club. You know how they have like book clubs?
Yeah.
But you like brought like film club.
Well, on every Friday night on YouTube, as of right now, every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I do Michael's Movie Lounge, and we sit and we talk about movies for an hour on YouTube.
Nice.
So
see, I'm going to have to like tune in on YouTube because I've only seen you on TikTok. So now I'm going to I'm not going to stalk you because I'm not a stalker.
All good.
But if you see me pop up on other platforms,
come on in. Come on in. I'll tell everyone to go to your channel. Do you have a channel? Do you have a?
I do. It's called Eve Solara.
Eve Solara.
Yep. And then I'm also on Substack, Eve Solara. And that's right. So sorry. This is not a plug. I do not do that.
No worries.
But Raziel wanted me to tell you about this. The book of Archangel Sachiel.
Okay.
You want to work with this one too.
Archangel
a lot of people don't know about Sachiel, but I wrote the book for him, and it's
on Amazon.
It is. Yeah.
What's it called? The book of what? The book of
Archangel Sachiel. This is my book, one of them, but it's about abundance. He's the angel of abundance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they work together. They're like, they're buddies.
Right. Oh, it's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I will.
So look into him. I'm sure you'll find other stuff other than my book about him. But yeah,
I'm gonna go buy it right now. I love this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So is there anything that you want to leave the world with before we cut off of here?
Everybody go to Movie Magic Michael on TikTok and YouTube and Threads. No, TikTok and YouTube is Movie Magic Michael. And if you can go to I Am Michael Okon on Instagram, I'm bringing movies back. And, it's going to be, hopefully you'll see my name on the big screen.
We will. Later. We will. We totally will.
Thank you.
And I will be able to say, actually not knew him, not past tense. I'm going to be like, I know this guy. I know him.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been rewarding. It's been a really rewarding journey. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for talking to me. And we'll definitely do this again because there's so much to dive into. 100%. Thank you. All right. And with that, it's a